I just want to tell you right quick. Yo, when I tell you the enemy be working, he be working like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like the warfare is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. And I never really realized it, like, or I guess knew how I could put my finger on it. But man, 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 that's all I can say is the enemy be working, y'all. So basically, so much stuff has been happening. It's crazy, but I just can't like when I tell you I'll be going through, and it be really like a lot of mental stuff because obviously like that's how the enemy try to get you first, or really like if he can break your mind down, then he can essentially get you. If your mind go, then the rest of it's going to go too, right? So it's just crazy how much warfare that I be having to deal with. That's how I be knowing, like, yo, I gotta be destined for something great. Cause at the time, I really don't even be understanding why all of this heat just be coming to me. And I've been having a lot of heat come to me since I've been a kid. But it's just like, it was listen, trying to stop from me making these videos and everything. Like, YouTube is where I started, um, so many years ago when I was in college, and just like doing like hair and makeup type stuff that I just like to do at that time. But it had the potential of going somewhere, and I like life be life hit or whatever, so I just kind of couldn't really keep it going mentally. But now it's just funny how like it's kind of like a full circle for me type of thing, because now I'm actively back on it, like trying to be back on it. And yo, when I tell you I've been doing my videos, I've been I've been using my phone, right? I've been using my phone doing my videos, whatever. I already know how to record, know how to edit. It's a little hard to kind of like get back into because you're not used to having a camera in your face because it's been over like well over 10 years. But um, when I tell you, I've like been trying to um, I've been trying to get back on here. I've been using my phone. Every time I would go to shoot, it would be like I don't have enough space. I don't have nothing on my phone but pictures, like of my kids and stuff, mainly on like screenshots. But still, it's like it's always something. It's like, oh, you don't have no space, and then I would have to upload what I have to my computer, and then go back and film the rest, or like send it to my computer, whatever the case may be. And then it was times where I was getting on the computer and trying to like edit the stuff, and then my computer would stop working. My computer would stop working, or it'll just black out. My computer not even that old, it's from 2018, so it's not that bad. But y'all, the screen would black out, which is like, where? Why would you just black out of nowhere? And then, so I would have to figure all of that out, and then pray to God that I didn't lose none of the footage. When I tell you, it be everything working against me. I'd be like, yo, what is going on? And sometimes it could be kind of like discouraging because, of course, you kind of get like, well, I don't know, I ain't gonna speak for anybody else, but for me, like, I kind of get like hype making my videos, wherever the case may be, and then, going to go edit, all of that. I do the whole nine, and then you just come across a problem, whether it's trying to record or trying to edit to get it out, I don't know. But I'm telling you, it be some stuff I be having to do. I'm like, yo, what is going on? On top of just life, but like I say, y'all, all the time, the best thing for me is that I really have been giving it to God, and that's something that I never did because one, I am the child who I'm a child in my immediate family who was um who always felt like they had to get it right. Like I never Um, in a sense, I never could do no wrong, if that makes sense. Like, I always had to get good grades. I never really got like praise for getting good grades like that. It'll be like, oh yeah, you had to. Like, I remember one time my mom was like, I had got like straight A's or something because I was a little nerd or whatever, right, y'all? So I had got straight A's, and my brother had got a D, I believe. And we were like strategizing, trying to figure out how we was going to tell our mom. Well, I'm strategizing with him because I was cool. I already knew I had, good grades, but I was trying to figure out like how we was going to tell my mom um, about his D or like whatever. So long story short, he kind of got chewed up. But it was just like it was regular chewed up and then boom, going about your way. But for me, it was just like, oh yeah, it's regular to you. Like, I still, could get some type of praise or something. Like, I still had to work for them A's. Like, the A ain't come just easy. Because if that was the case, then my brother would have been getting the A's too, right? But I always just felt like I had to do everything right. Like, I couldn't make no mistakes. And if I did, boy, would I have been chastised. I'm sorry. It's not. I be laughing because I think, you know what? I think I laugh a lot because I think it's a way of dealing with it. But at the same time, I am kind of over it. Like, ever since I kind of really just been focusing on God for real, I ain't really been on no. I I don't even be tripping off the past no more. Like, and I don't even really think I ever did. I think I just compartmentalize a lot because, like, I'm not finna focus on that. That's gonna make me feel away. So I'm not about to do it. But um, and that's really just how God made me because I've been through a lot of uh mental stuff to try to mentally break me down. And some days it'll catch me. Some days it'll catch me. But the difference is now is like ever since giving it to God, it's a different type of like I don't deal with it at all. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, because I never understood when people would be like, give it to God, give it to God. I'd be like, yo, how does that work? Like, it's still in my mind. I can't explain to this day how I did it. But once I had chose to, like, I'm going to just let God figure it out. And I'm not even going to worry about what my future look like. Like, I've always been the type to have plan A, B, and C just because I've always had to do stuff on my own. So when you're told to kind of rely on God to do something and you don't know what relying on nobody means, it's a hard thing to kind of like capture, if that makes sense. So for me, it's like, it's hard to explain how I did it. I'm just glad I did it because y'all, when life start hitting, and like I was talking about in the beginning with the spiritual warfare, I just be giving it to him. Like, I'm not even going to, you know what, God, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just let you do it because listen, I ain't got it in me, okay? I'm going to snap. Everybody finna get it. Everybody finna get it. It's not even about, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Everybody finna get it if I don't give this thing to you. So, from all this stuff that I done had to deal with in my life, the wrong person, like, you gonna say something that's gonna be the wrong thing. So, I don't, that's not even my character, but, rightfully so, with going through so many things in life, is you bound to snap at some point. So, I just thank God that he took me out of that because, man, I should be, yeah, I should be, I should be somewhere different mentally. And I'm cool. Like, it's really been like helping me because then that weight is like off my shoulders and I don't have to feel like I gotta do all of this on my own. It's easier said than done, but it's doable. Like, I think for me, I'm more of like a practical type of person. Like, if you say, oh, you could do X, Y, and Z, then I want to know how. So when people preach and stuff like that, I'd be like, but how do you do it? Like, if you say, give to God, like I said before, how do you do that? Like, what does that look like? And for me, that is kind of what works. It kind of like has to make sense in my mind, even though like faith, obviously something that you don't see. So you have to have faith anyway. And I do. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in myself, meaning like I believe that I can do something. I'm not saying that I can't do something. Um, or believing that, I'm not worthy. Like I've never been that type of person. So there's belief there, but it's like, again, when you haven't been able to trust anybody wholeheartedly without something going on behind the scenes, it's kind of hard when you hear that, like, let's say, in the Bible or in the Bible or from a church, and you're like, well, what does that look like? Because I've never had that experience, so I really don't know how to even begin. But the difference is between people and God. People will let you down, God won't. Like, you say whatever you want, the God is never going to come out, type of thing. And that's kind of how you have to look at it. Like, if I say, y'all, my hair look kind of crazy, but it's Sunday. I just been chilling. Not really crazy, just a little puffy at the top, and then all these grays. My God, I'm only 32. But it is what it is. Yeah, my dad was like, great. This really behind my mind, but I just be all over the place just saying whatever I be thinking at that moment. But anyway, yeah, I'm that type of person. I'm kind of like practical. I need to know how this works, da 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 da. And I feel like God understands that. So, sometimes when I do, I just keep a lot of stuff like in like now as far as like with God, because if I'm gonna ask him for something, I'm not me, like, how can I explain it? I'm the type that if I say, okay, how can I get this place? I need step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I feel like God knows that about me, but he still wants us to trust him, right? So I'm like, I trust you to do it. But then there goes that saying of faith without works is dead. So I'm still going to make these moves. I think the best way for me to explain is like, keep doing what you're doing, right? Keep making the moves towards that thing. But just on the other end, trust that God is going to make it happen. Just don't have the expectations behind it, because I think a lot of the times with like us as humans, we are expecting stuff to happen right then and there, because we live in like a microwavable lifestyle right now, with like everything is just so quick that we forget God doesn't work on our time. And that's kind of like, hard too, because if you're in like, if let's say you're trying to get a place and you're in a place you don't want to be, you're like, okay, God, I'm trusting you, but I really don't want to be here. Like, it's in a sense, it's also taking hold of your emotions too. Like, I might feel angry, I might feel sad, I might feel this, I might feel that, but control them. Don't let them control you, type of situation. So I'm gonna trust God to get this apartment for me. I'm gonna actively apply for it, or actively fix my credit, or whatever you gotta fix. I'm going to do all of those things. But on the other end, the faith part is making sure that like, believing that God's going to do it, but just don't have the expectation like, okay, he needs to do it by June 1st, and if he don't do it by June 1st, then I don't believe in God. And that's where we be getting mixed up, because I know for me, at some point I was like, if there's something don't happen at this moment, then I'm like down in the dumps again, because I just really be not controlling my emotions. I be feeling away because you be wanting stuff to happen right then and there. But God has his own time, and so it is what it is, y'all. All I'm saying is, I've been actively trusting God. I've been actively giving it to him. I've been peaceful. He's been showing me things and really working. Like, when you start to move or like try to get closer to God too, you start realizing like he'll start bringing up stuff that, like, God is going to work on your character, right? Because it's like they really said, like, it's really like a father and a child relationship. Like, if I give my kids all this candy, I know what they finna do with it, right? They finna tear up. They gonna terrorize this whole house. Everything is gonna go rotten. Teeth is gonna go rotten. If I just keep giving them candy on a daily basis, right? It's something that they want, which is like us. We want stuff. Like, let's say I want to be a millionaire. It's something that, let's say he gives it to me. But then if I get it, what happens? Like, kids, teeth rotten, or gaining weight, or getting an addiction. Like, God doesn't want that for us. So that's why a lot of the times we don't get what we want in the moments. um until he builds that character up, like until that foundation is laid and is solid, so that we know how to deal with certain adversities when it come. And once you realize that, you be like, all right, I get it. Like, all right, God, you ain't gotta, like, you be okay with knowing that I'm gonna obtain the things that he put in my heart to like, because our thoughts don't come from our own, they're coming from somewhere else, the source, which is him. So we're going, like, I'm going to receive what you've put in me to like, whether it's hobbies or things that you're good at or gifts or etc. I'm gonna get those things, but just don't have an expectation of it happening at whatever moment. Because one of the best examples I can use is like child actors or actresses when they get a load of money at a early stage. Like, you're not developed all the way to know what to do with it, and a lot of them fall on hard times later on in life, or fall into like drugs and stuff. Like, and you start abusing certain things because you have access to all of these things, and God doesn't want that for his people. So if he's going to give you something, he want to work on that foundation so that when all of this stuff come, you can have the willpower to fight it. So I just started to realize that, y'all, and by no means I'm not no preacher or nothing. I just be trying to tell y'all, like, I just be talking about what I be going through, because it be some stuff. And like I said too, this is kind of like, I don't know, YouTube is low-key kind of like a little diary for, like a digital diary for everything that you've been through, as long as you document the stuff. Like, by no means I'm not trying to be like no influencer or nothing like that. But it's just me sharing exactly, like, stuff that I've been through, and the things that God has put on my heart. Because like I told y'all before, for me, I like law. I really kind of I have a lot of things that I like. I like law, I like makeup, um I like being creative. I like all of those things. So hopefully that's what I'll bring back to this channel. Not hopefully. This is what I'm speaking into existence. This is what I will bring back to the channel. But yeah, y'all, he was trying to get me, because my phone used to start getting hot and everything, and I'm like, yo, what is going on with this phone? Like, all of a sudden I'm trying to record and I'm having issues. All of a sudden I'm trying to transfer it over to, even trying to transfer it, like airdrop it to my computer, it start tripping. But my computer worked fine on a regular basis. Even the area that I was in, I was having issues with that, and I'm just like, what is going on? So at the end of the day, I just think it's one of those situations where you just gotta keep your head up. Like, you gotta keep your head up, bro, because the enemy be knowing too. He be knowing some stuff too. Like, he be knowing before you even know what type of person you are and what type of person you're supposed to be, that, like, what God sent you to be here in the first place. So he be trying to stop you early on, but we ain't letting it happen. We not letting it happen, y'all. We not letting it happen. We are too powerful in God. With God at the forefront, you too powerful to even be trying to play with him like that. For him to even be trying to play with us like that. But we just gotta know our worth, and God, keeping grounded in his word be helping us. So I ain't worried about it. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how I had to deal with, like, heck of stuff just to try to get these videos out. And at one point I was getting them out, and then all of a sudden my phone just started tweaking on me, and I'm like, okay. And like I said, it was discouraging. Sometimes, you don't even want to do all of that. It'd be just too much. And then sometimes you'll fall into, like, oh, I don't even feel like filming no more. It was a whole lot of. But we back, y'all. I got me a new camera. So the camera is dedicated directly to all my filming needs. I've been blocking out time to do my my videos too. I'm going to keep trying to be consistent, because that was my thing. My thing was always consistency, because of, like, my outer circumstances. So now that I'm in a better position to film and get stuff done, I can't even have that type of, like, I really don't have no excuse. But once my phone started tweaking on me, I'm like, okay, We're gonna fix this. So now, brand new camera, brand new storage. It should be no issues going forward, you know? So that's all, y'all. I just wanted to come in here and say I'm not done. I know it's been a couple of, probably like some weeks or so. For real. Probably like a couple weeks or so that I ain't been on here, but I'm back. And I'm back and I'm excited. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a series of like how I'm gonna start this off. Is I'm still doing this law stuff. I'm still learning these laws, but with stuff like this, you gotta kind of like give it a grace period of time. So in the meantime, in between time, like with the whole court situation and filing and all of that, I'm still gonna show y'all how I do all of that and really give you the like real raw behind it. But in the meantime, in between time, I have something special. I'm creating a product, the first to do it, so I have no experience out. Meaning, when I say the first to do it, I mean like my family creating a product, and I'm gonna show y'all my steps from start to finish. I have no experience whatsoever on creating no product. I just have an idea. God gave me this idea, and I'm gonna execute it. So that's y'all gonna follow my journey. Y'all gonna follow my journey, okay? So thank you for watching my channel, and I hope y'all subscribe and stay tuned for all the content that I have coming.